A lot of men today mistake wealth for romance when they're dating. Most of you are haughty jerks who think the best way to get a good woman is to show off your money. But some of you don't even work on yourself. How sad. There are things that smart women look for in a man. Do not stop watching this video until the end if you want a good woman. I'm going to show you 7 traits that men must possess if they want to be attractive to women. As we go on, make sure to subscribe. The 7th tip is to be ambitious. Now, before I start, I want you to compare these 2 kinds of men. Despite living in unfavorable circumstances, man number 1 works a 9-to-5 job and is comfortable with his life. He tells himself it's okay, even though he knows he could do a lot more. That being said, man number 2 always tries to get better. He keeps getting better at things because he has big goals he wants to reach. He works hard and never gives up. Which of these men would you want to be with if you were a woman? Women are drawn to ambitious men in the same way that you are drawn to a pretty woman. Like how ambition makes women want to be with you. That burning desire to work hard and get better is like a charm that makes women want to be with you faster than a light bulb does. But when you find the right woman, some of you give up that ambition. When you're too comfortable, you think you have everything you need. Friends, let's be honest. Comfort kills ambition more than anything else. For those of you whose ambition helped you get her in the first place, you should keep that fire going if you want to keep that woman. A woman may stay with you because she believes in your goals and your drive. Ambition. Don't get too comfortable, because it will be hard to get out of it once you do. Keep going, and watch as men come in droves. 6. Not being afraid. A man with no fear is also ambitious. That's right. These 2 traits usually go together. Therefore, I must congratulate you if you possess both of these traits. 1/2 of the work you need to do to draw women is done. But who is a man who has no fear? I don't necessarily mean someone who jumps into a house on fire to save someone who has a 1% chance of survival. I get that it looks cool and brave, but that's not what I mean. A brave man is one who isn't afraid to live his life. Let's say you have to make a big choice about your money and could lose a lot if things go badly. You do it though, because your ambition drives you. Fearlessness is exactly what it sounds like. You're not afraid to make choices that will probably make you a better person today than they were yesterday. This kind of man is loved by women. It's cute that they think of you as someone who has everything under control. Also, you're wrong if you think that picking fights for no reason will show a woman your fearlessness. That woman will only run away from you. This shows her that you're not cool and collected. It also shows that you will always use your hand instead of your brain to solve problems. Making choices is what it's all about. Women love men who can make good decisions on the spot quickly. You stand by the choices you make without worrying about the opinions of others, and you usually end up being right. Watch how many men you have in your corner after you do this. The 5th rule is to always paint a true picture. Some of you put yourself ahead of where you are now. You paint this false picture of truth to get women to like you. Consider a man who makes promises to buy diamonds for his woman while getting minimum wage. You keep talking about things that you can't pay for. I'm going to be honest with you. A front can only last so long. You will lose that woman when it finally goes away. You don't need to do all of these things to get a woman to love you. Her feelings will be hurt if it is clear that you are trying too hard. A smart guy will listen to a woman, find out what she loves, and then show his love in that way. You keep things simple, and in the end, you don't necessarily need to do a lot of things. A lot of the time, it's just about the thought and work. Be the easygoing one. Instead of going to fancy restaurants just to show off when that's not her thing, take her to her favorite comfort spots. It makes her more likely to be interested because it shows you pay attention to the little things. 4. Keep surprising her. A lot of men get rid of everything about themselves that made a woman like them in the first place. In the beginning, let's say you were very sweet and paid her a lot of attention. This was your chance to win her heart. But now you don't think doing all of that is important. You're not right at all. Men who keep that first spark are loved by women. You need to be unexpected to make it seem like it's worth it. Unpredictability is what makes relationships fun. A break from your normal routine is all you need to do. When you're in a relationship, it's easy to get stuck in a routine. When your plans for the weekend stay the same, you start to feel comfortable. However, it will rekindle her love if you decide out of the blue to visit a new spot or go for a drive. Feelings of joy are renewed by surprises. Predictability can make things dull, so keep the flame burning and act on the spot. I already said it doesn't have to be expensive. Little things like watching the sunrise or trying a new coffee taste can make a big difference. Switch up your routine every once in a while and surprise her. Third, your ability to be a leader. The way the world works, men should be in charge. Be honest with yourself even if people tell you it's not healthy. Also, no woman wants to give in to a weak man. Why be around if you can't lead? When I say leadership, I don't mean getting elected to office or becoming president of your country. It just means being able to make choices that are good for both you and your woman. Have a clear plan for the future and show your partner and those around you the right way to go. You think being a tyrant will make her see you as strong-willed, but some of you mistake leadership for being aggressive and hostile. That's not true. That woman will only run away from you. Being bold is a big part of being a leader. You need to show her that you are organized and know where you're going. It makes you look better and makes women feel safer around you. They can leave a lot of decisions to you because they think it is safer, because they know you will never let things go wrong on purpose. A man who can't stand up for himself when things go wrong is also not someone women want to be with. You should be able to stand up to people who treat you badly. Always use your head in these cases. It doesn't necessarily need to be resolved with physical conflict. Also, don't ignore what women have to say. Showing respect by listening carefully and adding value to her ideas shows that you care. Respecting each other makes the friendship stronger by helping both people connect and understand each other better. Stability is the second one. Every woman wants a man who is stable and well organized. They want to be with someone who is set on making their life better and has clear plans for the future. One of the things that attracts women most is a man who has a good job, a comfortable place to go home to after work, and a great mix between his work, dating, and leisure life. Getting a stable life is a big part of winning women over. Striving for stability all the time adds a strong draw that's hard to ignore. If you want to be the kind of man that every woman wants, make that your goal all the time. That's what you should aim for. Not being the richest person is also not important. For women, having enough money to handle any problem that comes up is very important. Women don't want a man whose life is always falling apart or who doesn't have a clear sense of who they are. Are they busy with themselves? That's how most people are, though. They want to be able to clearly describe who you are and what you want to be when they look at you. And it has to be a good description. Work to become stable, masters, and watch as women get closer. First, be aware of your emotions. When it comes to their interactions with men, this is a very important quality that women should watch out for. This trait is often the source of disagreement because many men today are thought to lack it. However, men who possess this priceless trait end up standing out like diamonds among graphites when it comes to dating. The ability to understand and respond to the feelings of those around you is the essence of emotional awareness. Being self-aware isn't enough. You also need to show that you understand how she feels. She pays attention to how you respond to the waiter when you're out to dinner. Even for a second, did you not think they saw these things? For women, a lack of consideration and empathy can be signaled by being unaware of or rude to service workers. Being genuinely kind and respectful to the waiter, on the other hand, not only makes you look good, but it also shows that you are emotionally aware. For men and women, this consideration of how your actions affect other people is irresistible. The ability to master this trait not only makes you more attractive to potential dates, but it also helps your relationships stay healthy and last. So being aware of your surroundings and maintaining high emotional intelligence can surely help you make deep connections and endearing relationships with the men you love. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe so you can see more. Also, watch this video. Thank you for watching.